All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Jen Drake Croft, and I serve as an advisor in the Thrive Innovation Hub. My background is in early childhood systems and technical assistance, and Thrive has spent decades supporting the mental health of educators through a public health approach that promotes wellness and strong early relationships. This is why Bounceback's mission aligns so strongly with ours. Bounceback is an educator-built digital wellness platform that combines well-being support with professional development. It offers short, on-demand tools that help educators manage stress and build resilience while counting toward the hours required to maintain a teaching license. One insight from our work together was using Bounceback as a prevention approach. We saw how introducing this platform in higher education can help future teachers build wellness habits early, giving them tools that protect against burnout before they ever enter the field. This work is urgent. National surveys show that about half of teachers report frequent stress and burnout, making them the most burned out professionals in the United States. Bounceback's own data shows that more than 60% of educators would stay in the field if they had effective strategies to manage that stress. Bounceback is innovative because educators shaped it. They asked for care, connection, and simple evidence-based tools that fit their day. You will now hear from a global education leader and an elementary school teacher who refused to accept burnout as inevitable and helped create a system that supports teachers to stay in the field and thrive.
Hello everyone, I'm Caroline Hendren. Excuse me, my voice is kind of gone. I'm a Bounceback educator and former classroom teacher. My entire career I spent in Title I schools and those serve students in high poverty areas. Since the 6th grade, I knew I wanted to become a teacher. Teaching runs in my family, and actually because of that, my parents tried to talk me out of it. Not because they didn't love the work, but they knew the hardships that educators face each and every day. Even though that I was determined and I became a teacher. I'll never forget one Friday. At 6:30 a.m., my day has already begun. Standing in the pouring rain, shoes soaked, directing traffic, and smiling, tired eyes, waving students into the building. The morning quickly turns into survival mode, covering combined classes of 50 students with only 25 desks because of the overwhelming substitute teacher shortage. I had been staying after school for weeks, coaching a club, missing my best friend's birthday, as well as time away from family. That Friday, I was awarded for spending over 30 hours coaching this club. And my reward, a jeans pass. If you don't speak educator, this is a tiny piece of paper that just said I could wear jeans for a day. I remember sitting alone in my car crying that day, feeling completely depleted, thinking, at least I got a jeans pass. But that thought made me realize, when did surviving the week become enough? Because a jeans pass isn't true support, and it doesn't make the work more sustainable. And sadly, my experience is what so many educators have every single day. In my school that year, over half of the educators left the building. I remember one day a 2nd grader walking up to me and looking up at me and asking, why does everyone leave us? That question has stayed with me. When teachers leave, it doesn't just disrupt one classroom. It reinforces a pattern that so many of our students know all too well. People do not stay. And that impact is deep and lasting. Teachers love their students. That's what keeps them coming back each day. But that love alone, it can't outweigh the burnout, the constant mental load, and a system that just doesn't support the people doing the work. If we want stability for our students, we must also provide that for the adults in the school community. Using Bounceback is one of the reasons I'm still in education. Being able to take out my phone and do a practice after school to help me transition from work to school, and being able to learn from educators still in the field, that brings that hope and connection. It's no wonder that 98% of Bounceback users rate the modules 4 to 5 stars. As a country, we must make educator well-being a non-negotiable.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dorothy Morelli. I'm a career educator and the founder of Bounceback. But today, I'm most proud to be known as Caroline's mom. So, I'm sorry, we didn't practice this part. You heard Caroline talk about the classic educator Jeans Pass. Well, let me tell you, when I first started teaching, I had to buy my Jeans Pass. So it sounds almost humorous, but it's also symbolic. Because guess what? In many ways, education has not evolved where other industries have. Demands on teachers continue to rise. Support continues to shrink, and educators continue to leave at a rapid pace. Today, teacher turnover costs our country $8.5 billion a year. And it costs each district $25,000 every time a single teacher must be replaced. For decades, I taught and led professional development across the country. Long before burnout became a national headline, I was seeing it everywhere. Large urban districts, small rural schools, affluent suburbs, different locations, but guess what? Same story, a deep lack of meaningful support. But it didn't fully hit me until it became personal. My own daughter, teacher of the year, thriving on paper, was calling me in tears. She was desperate for help. And then guess what? Her colleagues started calling me. We don't know how we can go on. That is why Bounceback was born. It grew from the love of my child and the belief that all educators deserve to be well. Our name came from a teacher in Atlanta who told us educators are always happy to bounce back. And that simple truth became our mission. Our first step was to gather educators from across the country and truly listen. We built Bounceback with them, not for them. And what we've learned is powerful. When educators help design and become part of the solution, guess what? It scales. The Innovation Hub has helped us compile, analyze, and validate our impact, and the data is clear. Bounceback is creating more meaningful, positive change for teachers. We are implementing Bounceback in Cleveland, Ohio Metropolitan School District, a large urban district. They are using insurance wellness dollars to fund Bounceback to provide support for their educators. And we would love to learn from this community how insurance can help scale this support nationwide. We're also serving Head Start and early childhood programs because we know early childhood is the foundation for all. The educators who build that foundation, they also deserve the best support possible. So today, thank you for standing with educators, and thank you for helping us build a future where the people who care for our children are finally cared for too. We look forward to seeing you in our booth so you can watch some Bounceback content and look, come have a little bit of fun. We're actually really fun. Thank you all so much.